Congressional Quarterly, cqpolitics.com, follows our tradition of rating or handicapping all the congressional races in an election cycle. We're changing the ratings on a large number of races. In the middle of a campaign year, you're always going to have some reassessment of the races. We also recently had the latest campaign finance reports from all the candidates that were filed with the Federal Election Commission. And they gave us a little bit of a better indication as to where each of the parties were staging their most serious challenges and where some candidates who we didn't think were doing all that well just a little while ago have suddenly surged into more serious contention. And what we're seeing with those ratings changes is a continuation of a trend that's really been going on since 2006, the year in which the Democrats made big gains in both the House and the Senate and gained control of both chambers of Congress. And that is that the momentum continues to be mainly on the Democratic side. Most, again, of the ratings changes that we're making in the current group are changes that show stronger Democratic competition and as opposed to a very small handful of races, I think only 2 races, in which the outlook has gotten better for the Republican Party. Since last fall, we've seen 17 races that we had, when this election cycle started, rated as safely Republican, go into more competitive categories. Now, a lot of those are still long shots. They're underdog races that the Republican candidates are still favored to win. And it would be a big upset. But on the other side of the ledger, the Democrats have had no races move from safe to leans Republican until just recently. And they've actually had a net gain of 1 seat going from competitive categories to safe. So what's the upshot of that? It means that the Republicans, whose national campaign committee for the House, committees for the House and the Senate, are running at big deficits to the Democrats because money likes to go to the winners in politics, have to spread those limited resources amongst a lot of races where they're just trying to hold on to their seats where they're just playing defense. That limits their opportunities to spend a lot of money trying to knock off Democratic incumbents and take over Democratic-held seats.